and my immune system was like, see you, virus, get out of here. And everything was good, but my skin didn't get the message. Are you looking for evaporated milk? Technology's trying me today. I'm headed to the allergist. Hopefully we'll get some answers. Woke up this morning and I don't know if you can tell still, but my eye is swollen and my lip is swollen, and we've got a ton more, a ton more hives. So I'm off to the allergist and hopefully we'll get some answers. Please, 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 please. Or at least a plan of action, because I can't take Benadryl forever. It makes me sleepy. All right, let's go.
1 hour later.
Okay, I'm back home. Got out of the appointment with the allergist, who was super, super nice, which is always lovely. Just like nice and listening, and like they did that thing that I kind of hate where you fill out all this like paperwork beforehand, but then they ask you the same questions in person. Which I'm like, well, why did I fill out the paperwork? Why did I fill out the paperwork? But one, they had clearly read the paperwork beforehand. And two, they were like listening the whole time to what I was saying. Which, you know, the bar is in hell, folks. But it really makes a difference. A doctor who listens to what you have to say and actually hears what you have to say is like chef's kiss. But basically he thinks that this is the spontaneous urticaria. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but this thing. But he said, looking at it and, you know, all of the things that I said, it's not allergies, it's this hives thing. So we have a plan of action with some antihistamines for the next 2 weeks and a follow-up appointment then. Let's just hope that I'm on the tail end of months-long random hives. Because I'm not going to lie, this sucks. So now I'm heading out to IKEA because in our living room right now, we just have all of the baby toys just kind of in the corner. And, you know, at first it was like a few things and it wasn't that big of a deal. There was a little basket and there was like a little table and a little push cart. And now, of course, it's a million other things. It's taking over our entire living room. I'm going to go and see if they have like a chair, like a comfy chair or like love seat option that has storage in it. And the plan is to move some of the bigger toys down to our finished basement and she can start, you know, playing down there a little bit. And, you know, keeping some of the toys in the living room, but just tucking them away so they're not all over the floor. Plus, I think IKEA already has their holiday stuff out. We're just going to go take a peek. Just a peek. Just a little preview. Just a little preview. We're not going to get anything. We're just going to take a peek. Gosh, it's so windy. I don't think you can hear it, but you see the light? Look how beautiful. Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. Look at the light. Okay, focus. So, big old dose of antihistamines for 2 weeks to kick these hives to the curbs. Curbs? Just one curb. Basically what he said was, it's a very common thing. So common that they have a printed out information sheet about it. And at some point I had a virus and my immune system was like, see a virus, get out of here. And everything was good, but my skin didn't get the message. So it's releasing histamines thinking something is still wrong. And there can be a delayed start to those, because he asked me, he said, were you like sick or, with something about like 2 months ago? And I was like, probably. I have 3 kids. So very likely I was ill. But yeah, so the goal right now is to just kind of tell the histamines to cut it the fuck out. So that's why big dose of essentially the medication that I was already taking for managing like seasonal allergies and stuff. I mean, seasonal. I'm allergic to everything like dust, mold, cats, dogs, all the things. I was already taking allergy medication on the daily. So now we're just increasing the dose. Feeling good about this appointment. And feeling good, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm going to do it. I'm going to call it out because that's what we're doing here. That's the point of this. But I have a lot of medical anxiety, which includes like going to the doctor. Like it's not so much I think I'm dying all the time, which I mean, sometimes I do, but like I have the kind of medical anxiety that prevents me from going to the doctor. Because I've had some experiences with doctors that were really, really bad. So I truly do have a hard time, specifically for myself, going and getting help and asking for help and going to the doctor. So I'm going to say it that I'm proud of myself for going to the doctor. Even that feels a little bit silly because but we're not going to judge it. We're not going to judge it. I was going to say it feels a little bit silly because it feels like such a little thing, but for me, I think it's a big deal. So I'm going to say that I'm proud of myself and we're going to move on and we're not going to qualify it. We love to see it. Hello, good morning. It's Friday, which means co-working with some of my friends at the local coffee shop. She did, and she's here. I was just looking in the mirror before I left, and I was like, oh wow. It just looks very like. No, it's freakless, and it looks pretty. You don't look like a poodle. Hello. Good almost afternoon. I'll tell you what. Technology's trying me today. I've edited the kind of like reintroducing myself video that you hopefully have seen before this one. And trying to get that posted by tomorrow, but I'm having some issues with the audio quality. that I just cannot figure out, which is so frustrating. But we're just going to let it go and it's going to be fine if the audio isn't exactly perfect. And then just now I was trying to get this little clip of me getting into the car. So I still wanted to set up my camera on. I have a little like mount in my car for filming in the car, obviously. And I went to put it on there and I couldn't, like the thing, I don't know what was happening. So now you're just on a tripod, precariously balanced on my dashboard. Worth it though, right? Great clip. I am tired today, y'all. I'm on the struggle bus with technology and with my own brain. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, whew. I was gonna go out to like a coffee shop and work on stuff. And then after that, go to the gym. And I just couldn't bring myself to go to a coffee shop this morning. So I just worked at home, which is fine. I do tend to get more done if I go out of the house, but that's okay. And now I'm going to the gym and I'm like pushing myself because I know that afterwards I will feel good about going and also just like hopefully like a little bit more energized or something. But right now all I want to do is take a nap. But no, we're going to the gym and then we're going to go to Trader Joe's really quickly. So let's go do that. I'm on the record, but you put me on the B-side. I want forever, but you only want the meantime. I get the feeling that you don't even care. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. You always had. Okay. Workout is done. You'll love to see it. Gonna stop by Trader Joe's and then go home and shower. And then I have to go pick up Ella. I got the goods. Okay. Sid, let me see the outfit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. OOTD. Ooh ta-da. It's the ooh ta-da. I'm doing video. Close your eyes. Okay, open your eyes. Don't die. Also, oh my god, it's freezing. Okay. Seat warmer on. Heat on. Hello. It is cold and rainy and maybe the grossest day ever. Honestly, a perfect day to stay at home and do nothing. But of course, I have things I need to do. First, I have a follow-up visit at the allergist, which is good because I'm interested to see what he says, because I feel like a little Hives update, I guess. So I've been taking the super heavy dose of antihistamines. Hold on, something in my eye. Okay. So I've been taking the high dose of antihistamines for 2 weeks now. And they're very effective. Like, they worked right away as far as like getting rid of the hives, which I was so grateful for. But then I've noticed that the hives will kind of sneak in, like, especially, so I'm taking them twice a day. And as I'm getting closer to having to take a dose, I'll get like 1 or 2. They're much smaller. They're much less itchy. They're much less like widespread, but they are popping up. So I feel like if I went off of the antihistamines, the hives would just come roaring back. I kind of assume what he's going to say is that we're going to like step back the super high dose and see how we go. But we'll see. I'll be interested to see what he says, obviously. Anyway, the other thing I have to do is, so I saw, okay, wait. So, hello. I've been really feeling the pull to like do something, right? Right now it's about to be November, which is when the government shutdown is going to affect food stamps. And we have a really great local food pantry that we donate money to regularly, but I really wanted to like do something that maybe involved the kids and maybe involved some friends. So what I did was I saw on TikTok, obviously, I think her handle is Dollar Tree Dinners. And her whole thing is like making very affordable meals from shelf stable ingredients. And she does something called meal in a bag, where you essentially put all of the ingredients for a meal into a Ziploc bag along with the recipe, and you can donate that or put it in, like, I think people call them like blessing bags, you know. But yeah, so I reached out to the food pantry and told them about the idea, just because if they were like, no, it's actually easier if you just donate a bunch of cans, then I wanted to do that instead. But they were down. So I'm going to go out today and get all of the ingredients and things that I need for that. And then I also reached out to a couple friends and said, hey, if you want to like participate with me, you can send me some money and I'll take all the money and go and pick up the stuff, and then we can do a little hangout at my place and we'll put the bags together and, you know, hang out, have some food, etc., etc. And a bunch of my friends donated, and so much money, and it's like they were so generous, and I'm very excited to go and shop for these and then put them together this weekend and then bring them over to the food pantry, hopefully on Sunday, but it might be the next day or something. But yeah, anyway, so that's what we're doing. Come on along with me. I'm going to be late for my appointment. We got to go.
Shots are for a doctor.
Oh, for a doctor.
Alright,
Okay.
and what's your name? Boo!
Wet glasses. Wait, can you hear that? Yeah, it's gross out today. Got on my doctor's appointment. It was amazing. I love this doctor's office so much. And I feel like this doctor's office should just convert to like covering all of the types of medicine, and then I'll be good to go, right? Anyway, I'm off to a couple of places to look for the ingredients for these meal in a bag things that I'm going to do. I'm going to start, I think, at Dollar Tree, and then maybe hit up the regular grocery stores if I think they're going to have cheaper options, because I do want to make the money stretch as far as it can go and make as many of these bags as I can. Hold on. Okay, I did actual math. Guys, I killed it. No, but I did some actual, I was like starting to pull ingredients and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not going to know how much of each thing to actually get. Like, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to afford. So, did some math, figured it out, and it looks like I'm going to be able to make 5 bags of each recipe. And I have 1, 2, 5, 6 recipes on there. So that's going to be a lot. I'm very excited about it. Anyway, I'm going to keep grabbing my ingredients here, and I'll catch up with you when I'm done. Did I just beast mode 2 bags of cans, 2 bags in a box of cans to my car in the pouring rain? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. Hello. We're back home. We do not look and feel like a drowned, harassed rat anymore.
Looking like a drowned, harassed rat.
And finished all of the errands. And like I said, I was able to get everything on the list that we needed. So I wound up going to 2 different Dollar Trees, and then just the regular grocery store to finish up the last few things that I couldn't find. Was a little annoyed because when I got to the grocery store, there were definitely a few things that were cheaper at the grocery store, but it's all good. If you're one of my wonderful, amazing friends who helped donate to this, thank you so much. Again, because I'm sure I have already thanked you, but thank you again. Hello. I sound insane. Last night was Halloween, so I was out kind of in the like windy cold for a while, and I already felt like maybe I was getting a little bit of a cold, but also I had really bad heartburn all night. So like my voice was already kind of iffy. And then by the end of the night, it was gone. And then I woke up and it sounds like this. So it is what it is. Sound a little nutso. Anyway, today we are packaging up the meal in a bag things that I got over the week. I'm very excited. We have a few people hopefully coming over to help out, which is very cool. In the end, we were able to get, I'm checking my little notes down here that I have. We were able to get enough to make 7 bags each of 6 recipes, which is very cool and a lot. Oh, and I also had a friend who threw in some money a little bit late, like after I'd already gone shopping. So I'm actually going to go and use that money to pick up feminine hygiene products to drop off. And I thought that would be good to donate as well. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, now I'm going to go organize all of the supplies before people get here, hopefully. So maybe these can go elsewhere, and then all the food can go here. Okay, let me go try and organize that. Oh, look out. Transition. Yay. I basically just organized all the ingredients by type and set them up. It was like a little store, like I was stocking shelves. And I'm glad we found enough space because it ended up spilling out beyond the dining room table. We pulled out a second table, had it on the kitchen counter, but I think it was pretty well organized. I mean, listen, this sorting things, organizing things, it's my jam. I love it. Are you looking for evaporated milk? Yeah. So once all of the food was set out like it was and organized, it was super easy. Everyone just picked up a recipe, picked up a bag, went around and shopped for all their ingredients. Like I said, I was really hoping that Sydney and Ella would get involved, and Sydney actually had one of her friends over that day, and they both really got into it. They really liked packing the bags up, so they were a huge help, and we got it done so quickly. There was just enough hands that it went really, really fast.